What's up, gamers? It's Paladin and Null, and welcome back to what will be my third attempt at the third episode of Warhammer 40k Space Marine. In the last episode, we finally met up with our commander, or not commander, sorry, I'm the captain. I'm Captain Titus, I believe was my name, if I remember correctly. But this is the Veteran Sergeant Sidonis, and the Lieutenant. I'm going to say it how they say it. And then, of course, we've always got our nice little rookie over here, Mr. Greensleeves, Leandros, who shares part of his name with one of my childhood enemies because I played Star Fox 64 religiously as a child. Find it funny that it's also a game about flying around. Well, this one's not necessarily flying around, but it's future space and killing things. But, basically, we were informed that the orcs, the enemies, took over the gun battery, and for some odd reason, they didn't destroy it like they normally would, but instead are using it to shoot down any supply ships that would make it onto the planet. And so we can't have any of that.
Access granted.
And right here, we have the Stalker Bolter. This modified bolter, equipped with targeter and high accuracy shells, is able to fell enemies from great distances. The Stalker Bolter functions equally well as a precision battle rifle or a sniper weapon. And so, like I said there, you can see with the reticle, this is very normal with most snipers in video games. The reticle doesn't give you a very good view. Oh, well, cutscene. I do like that you can see the Stalker Bolter that I'm holding.
Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well.
That's not how you
You are
spell
no longer
left.
alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
That's not how you spell left. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep going on about that. Like, I said that I was going to do my best to make sure that I wasn't, but I'm just going to keep doing that. That's lieutenant to me. That's lieutenant to me. I'll say it like they're saying it, lieutenant, because that's what they keep calling the person, and I might be so very wrong in thinking that a lieutenant's the same thing as a lieutenant. Anyway, here is basically they've given us an area to test out our new toy. Because it's going to be a bunch of enemies that are all long-range shooting guns at us, and they're basically just like, you've got a sniper rifle now, so get a headshot and they're dead. Simple as that. Now, in the past 2 times that I've tried to do this, I tend to expend about 10 rounds in this area, even though there aren't 10 enemies. And despite me not being a typical sniper junkie in video games like this, I still get very sad whenever I waste sniper ammunition. Stand still, stand still. Okay, so far so good. Come on, come on. My shield tends to be very good against these guys' guns. Where's... Okay, so here's a guy. Damn it. Ah. Okay, so I screwed that up. I was gonna see if I couldn't one-shot, one-kill all these people in this area, but apparently I'm just not that good of a shot. Only screwing up one guy does seem to save me. I think there's about 5 guys in... Yeah, there's 5 guys in this area, which meant in the past couple of runs I used to shoot 2 rounds per enemy. But hopefully I'll stop talking about my last run here because obviously you people never got to see it. Can't go up there because we're not allowed to jump, and we go over here instead. I'm going to switch out to using the regular bolter here because I believe we're not doing much sniping here. Watch out as you turn this corner. There's a gap here, and see, I could have sworn... No, it's this one. It's right here. This guy immediately starts attacking you. It's easy to... It's like every single time that I've run through here before, that guy just straight up attacks you. But not today, because I saw him coming. Nothing back there. There might be a hollow skull there for anybody playing this for the first time. Like I said, any hollow skulls that I've actually already picked up won't show up here. So I'll try to see and explore areas, but I'm not going to be able to tell you 100% where all of the hollow skulls are. We'll switch out to using the bolt pistol here for a second. It looks like, oh, hey, look. Just a regular orc. Just gonna beat you over the head a couple times there. Blow up some barrels. I don't know if those are ever gonna get used. This bunker seems to be empty. So yeah, and if you didn't notice in the first couple of episodes, the sound quality was all over the place. In the first episode, I was easily getting drowned out by what was going on in the background, and in the second episode, you couldn't hear any of the cutscenes at all because the sound was too low. So hopefully I found a happy medium between the two. If you still can't seem to hear the cutscenes, one, tell me, I do want to fix that above all else. But two, if you're watching this in full screen, you should still be able to read the text as it appears on screen. I only just recently found out that you can actually shoot that guy. Normally, he runs straight into those barrels over there and explodes them. And I can't remember what's behind there, but he basically just runs and explodes on that. So if you just blow that up yourself, all that's back here seems to be some grenades. I always feel bad taking those kinds of things if I have full grenades, because it's like, if I've got full grenades, I don't need more grenades. I don't need to grab this right now. But I do it anyway because it's a video game, and it's like a habitual thing of like, I see blue sparkly thing, it's like I must grab, even if it would make more sense to grab it a second or two after that event rather than beforehand. Lots of orcs incoming. So it's a little disturbing just watching orcs randomly climb over that barrier there. I'm gonna go throw a grenade here. I believe this is like the first instance where it would make sense to really use your fury, because this is a pretty big, even though it's just a bunch of regular orcs, it is a big event of like there's a lot that can easily kill you in this area. It seems that I have come out of here unscathed, practically, because of shielding. Did I just shoot his arm off? I shot his arm off. Alrighty then. Oh, you're still... There we go. And that one's head came off. Oh, come on, there's still... Where do these guys keep coming from? Just die already. I killed the rest of your buddies. You can't do it all on your own. If you think you can, you're obviously not sure how video games work. I am a main protagonist, therefore, me and my friends here, or my friends and I would be the proper way to say it. Where's Sidonus? Did the door just close without Sidonus? Looks like it's just you and me, Leandros. Let's do this. Fix up some ammo here. And there's Leandros. Okay, yeah.
These cables. There must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
So wait, I hear Sidonus, but I don't see Sidonus. Oh, how did you get in here? Sidonus is a wizard. Sidonus has learned how to warp through space, time, and video game physics. Oh man, this is a...
Assault support pods were dropped in this area.
So this definitely doesn't look like a regular weapons crate or like the chests that we've picked up beforehand, because it's not. This one is the start of sections that happen, I wouldn't say often in the game, but I mentioned in the first episode that I really enjoy these. The jump pack sections of the game. Jump pack unlocked. Hold X to fire the jump pack. While in flight, tap square to blast the ground, killing or stunning most enemy targets. Ranged weapons are limited to the bolt pistol and bolter while wearing a jump pack. So basically this becomes a thing of, you don't really...
The high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Righto, Sidonus. Or not Sidonus, that was Leandros. I'm terribly sorry, Leandros. I don't mean to, I'm not sure if that's really disrespect, because he is, like, your commanding officer. But anyway, basically, if you remember seeing the jump pack from the beginning of the game, it's what we use to sort of get onto the planet. And now we actually get to use it a little bit more. And you'll see here exactly what I mean by you don't need ranged weapons using this thing. As you saw there, moving around with this, you're extremely mobile with the jump pack. And you deal a lot of damage because you aim and explode. Wherever you ground pound, you tend to deal so much damage that, well, fine then. Just kill you off like that. I don't want to be on the ground level. I need my health back, though. See, this is what I'm always scared of, is you don't get the health back until the end of the thing, and you could constantly be under attack during the entire, execution. So if you don't get a quick one like that one, it could very much mean your death, just because of, situations that are pretty much out of your control. Okay, you, sir, are getting very annoying. I'm going to die here if I don't... Yeah, I need to let my shield regenerate real quick before I even continue doing what I'm doing here. Both of those guys fell. Kick this guy so I can get my... Come on, come on. There we go. I got my shield back at the last second. Okay. Okay, okay. Screw you. Rocket dude. Die. Rocket dude, die. I just love doing that. And full health. But we're not done with the jetpack today yet. I guess jump pack, as they put it. Because it's not really a jetpack. I mean, it is a pack of jets, but it's not a standard jetpack that allows you to fly forever. It's just a jetpack that pretty much gives you the ability to jump, and you jump really high. And that's the entire precedence of the jump pack. Jump and jump high. And slam down onto the ground and deal a lot of damage. Let's boost our way over here. Ooh, a large grouping of orcs still together. And 9 out of 10 of them are dead now. Beep. Okay, I want to execute you before you get back up. Yeah, stomp you through the ground because of clipping. That's one problem I have with it, is it doesn't go immediately wherever you're pointing. Once you get to a certain, like, it has a certain height threshold that it'll go to, and then it'll go wherever you're aiming. But before you reach that height threshold, it will stop. Now, I hate the rocket guys because they have more health. Or rather, they don't. I guess it's health, but they're supposed to be more armored. Ooh, what's this? I don't think I've been back here before. Is this just a random thing, or is this? Okay, this just looks like a random thing. Yeah, that wasn't anything like secret-y. I always love imagining what it would be like to be one of the other people like Sidonis or Leandros. Whenever I jump in like that, it's just, oh, la-di-da-di-da, and then, what the crap is this? Just, I come out of nowhere and blow everything up.
No room for that jump pack, Captain.
And now that's basically the entire jump pack section. Now we follow the cables through this cave. This cave actually doesn't have any enemies that I know of. Dude, we're on chapter 3 now. Defense Battery Goliath. So we are actually going inside the gun battery. This is probably how the orcs made it in the first place. This little cave area, there's nothing back there that I know of. There might be a hollow skull that I've already grabbed, I'm not sure. But there actually aren't any enemies in this little run through this cave here. I typically go up there, so I'm just going to go down here. There's no difference, it's just I felt like running down here instead of up there. Because, you know what, I've done this run 3 times now, and I just wanted to do something else. All of these enemies will just run into this little hole over there, so you don't have to waste any of your rounds on them. Let's see here. This gun could use ammo, and that's it. So, there we go. Max out my ammo. And I see another weapons chest.
Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
That's a little bit extreme, but I suppose in dire situations, dire actions must be taken.
Access to experimental vengeance launcher granted.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
Vengeance Launcher unlocked. The experimental Gria pattern Vengeance Launcher is a specialized launcher for magnetized fusion charges which adhere to walls and enemy armor. It's a sticky grenade launcher. You'll notice there, if you were paying attention, R2 is detonate. Meaning this gun doesn't reload because it's only got the 18 rounds in the single clip. But I will show off here whenever we get around to some enemies. I believe there's some in this next room here. I can show off exactly how the Vengeance Launcher works. Not any enemies in here. Let's go on to the next room. Let's go on to the next room. It's one of these rooms has a bunch of enemies, like we're literally right after the door. Yeah, there we are. So they're trying to get inside. They're trying to get inside of there. So while they're distracted, let's... Boop! Ah, they avoided it. But basically you see there, you fire the shot. Oh, and I landed it on one of them. You fire the shot, and you can actually fire up more than one. You can see there, I'll fire off a couple here just because, spoiler, whenever we come back through here, there's going to be a lot of more enemies in this room. So if you fire off multiple rounds, you'll see around my reticle little blue marks start marking themselves. I believe I can have 3 up at a time. Like I can have 3.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the
High
charge on one of
explosives.
the gun shafts.
Always a fun
The
time
Andros
in any
do the
video game.
chapter proud.
So now we've got basically a deliver this to somewhere else mission. And let's explode that one, and then explode that one. As you can see there, if they're not attached to somebody, they will blow up one at a time. But I don't really use that weapon because it's got a very limited, it has a very limited ammo supply. And while it does tend to do a good job of one hit, one kill, it's just not worth it for only having 18 ammo. I'm just going to step over here for a second. I'm actually going to pull out that Stalker Bolter again and see if I can't. Ah, it took 2 shots. It took 2 shots. So bad at this. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, he ducked. Die. 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 Bolter. Just gonna sit this fight back here. I'm not gonna go into the whole hack and slashy bit for at least a little bit of time. I want to get rid of that gunner for sure. Let's unload on those guys. Reload my Stalker Bolter. And pick up some ammo. So there we go. We're all full on ammo. It's always good. I love being full on ammo. Even if it means like purposefully not using what would be a stronger weapon just because I know it doesn't have as much ammo. Because you know I'm very paranoid like that. Like I never know when will be a good chance to use something, but if I never use it because I'm afraid, like if I'm always afraid that I'm gonna be out of it when I need it, but then I don't use it when I need it because I'm afraid that there's gonna be a situation where I'll need it later and I won't use it, or I won't be able to use it. So it's all about finding that balance. I've gotten better at it in recent years, but I honestly really get paranoid about those kinds of things. Switch out to the regular bolter here for a little bit. They honestly provide you, like, I'm being overly cautious. They provide you with enough ammo in this game to keep you sustained, at least for a while, and even if you do run out of ammo, you're not defenseless because you will always have the pistol bolter if you like the long range. And the hack and slash literally exists in any sense of the word. Come on. Blow out the Stalker Bolter. Or not the Stalker Bolter, just the regular bolter. Okay, so, kill you off. And are there any more orcs in this area that I need to handle? No. Then let's move on. I don't really want to use that ammo thing because we might need it here in a second. Uh-oh. Squibs. Or squigs. I don't know if it was like squid, squib, or squigs. I feel like squib is a feels like a very derogatory, almost racial term. If it is, sorry in advance, but I can't remember what a hold on. I think I just had a very I can't remember, but I think a squib has something to do with Harry Potter. I don't know. It may not. I can't remember what a squib is anymore. There's one coming around here, and I really don't want it blowing up in my face. He was trying to be sneaky, but I saw him. Come on, poke your head out. Reload, 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 reload! I don't like the squigs. Or squids. I'm just gonna call them squids, because I don't know their actual names. Where do these things keep coming from? Just with a pistol. If you have a fast enough fire finger, because while most of the weapons, or rather this one specifically, the bolter, is automatic, the bolt pistol is semi-automatic, and so while it deals roughly the same damage, it has less in a barrel. Ooh. New enemies. These guys seem a little bit tougher. They're carrying dual wielding, and I believe one of those is a modified chainsword. Oh boy, well, let's see how this goes. Right tool for the right time, I suppose. That was a hell of a lot easier than it's ever been for me to do in the past. So, if you're playing along with me, remember, Vengeance Launcher is your friend in this zone. Okay, we're gonna want to load up a shell, a single bullet for this gun, this massive gun.
Charge on that shell.
This is one bullet. This is a single round for this gigantic gun. That really puts it into perspective. Like, this... Like, you got these rounds, right? You just put little bullet holes in little things, right? I actually do like how if it hits a metal surface, it bends the metal, while if it shoots a concrete surface, it just makes a cracky thing. I mean, there's only so much you can do with plastered textures, but, yeah, this is a gigantic thing, and it's actually got some words here. Mercy is a sign of weakness. Only the Emperor is all. It's a weird way to put that, but yep. I suppose that's like a don't worship false idols thing, because basically the Emperor is like a god king. It's a good thing to know that this isn't strong enough to set off the primer on the bullet. But we're going to want to put our melter charge right here.
Now to move the shell into place.
And like we did with that one cannon, we will now push the shell into place, because even though we had this thing move up into place beforehand just by pressing a button, no, we got to push it for some reason.
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Bye-bye. Okay, I believe this is where I'm going to end the episode today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope the audio is fixed in this episode, because this is the third freaking time I've tried recording it. But aside from that, I'm Paladin Null. This has been Warhammer 40k. I haven't gotten any responses to what I should be saying at the end of my videos yet. So I'm just gonna say something random every single time. It's gonna be, normally I'm gonna try and keep them a little bit more concise than I have in the past. But once again, hope you enjoyed this episode. I believe in the next episode we will be making sure that our shell, that's not our shell, that's another shell. It looks like ours, but it's not ours. Ours has a little accessory stamped onto it. We're gonna make sure that our shell does get loaded into the cannon, so that the entire facility can be destroyed. I'm sorry, that's probably making most people very sick. But making sure that the entire facility is destroyed, making sure that supplies can get to the humans that are on the ground, and maybe we can finally get what we're supposed to do in this game, which is make sure that we secure that Titan-class war machine. But, like I said, I've been Paladin Null. This is Warhammer 40k, and I will talk to you people later. Bye-bye.